welcome to ALL News.
All your news 24/7. I'm Avery.
I'm Alex. And I'm Laura.
Breaking news. Today we are broadcasting via time travel to 7 ancient times to tell you about the arts, play, and recreation in the different cultures, and our special around the world in 10 minutes.
Come with me to the Neolithic time.
Time travel.
The Paleo people were nomadic as they didn't know how to farm. When food ran out, they had to move. I am in the Neolithic times right now. Here, people have just discovered the art of farming. Farming was essential to survival. They herded small animals such as dogs and goats, which provided milk and meat, and raised chickens, which provided eggs and meat. Planting included trees, bushes, and ground plants. These are important because they contain vitamins and minerals essential to human survival. The Neolithic people also perfected the art of fabric and weaving, which was started by the Paleolithic people. What was once just simple weavings turned into complex fabric with designs and colors. This influenced their survival so they could hunt in the winter cold, and not so many would die of hunger or cold. Now to Avery in Egypt.
Thanks, Laura. I'm in ancient Egypt right now. The Egyptians practiced the art of mummification to preserve their dead royalty and prepare them for the next life. They also put toys and other things used in their life because they thought that it would prepare them for the next life. It is greatly influenced by their religion because they thought that they would need those in the next life. Also, for recreation, they would boat down the Nile, sometimes for fun and sometimes for trade. The trade helped their economic organization by bringing in profit and needed supplies. The Egyptians also created the art of pyramids. They housed their mummies for the afterlives. They were complex and hard to get into, showing how important their worldview was. Although some people did try and some did succeed getting into them to steal. Now over to Laura in China.
Time travel.
Here I am in ancient China. Here, the production of silk was very crucial to their economic culture. Since silk was only made in China, it was in high demand. Also, it helped spread religion and worldview, because as people traded, cultures, religions, and worldviews became spread in cultural diffusion. The trade routes later became known as the Silk Road. The Chinese also made bronze vessels. These vessels were influenced by the Chinese's unique worldview. They believed that their dead ancestors could speak to the gods and bring them good luck. To please the ancestors, the Chinese would make an offering of wine. As the ancestors drank, they would read a nice engraving on the vessel. The Chinese developed calligraphy. This was influenced by worldview, as it was meant to bring good luck. Writing was also put on fabrics and clothes.
Time travel.
Welcome to Greece. Here, architecture was one of their finest arts. They created temples with gorgeous columns that were carved into stone, works of art on their own. It was inspired by their worldview of the gods, as each temple housed a statue of one of the gods. People, Rome, copied their ideas. Also, one of the main recreational events was the Olympics. Only men competed and watched. Women weren't allowed because they competed completely nude. Eventually, women competed. This was also inspired by their worldview because they believed the Olympics were started when Zeus started the games to celebrate his victory over his father, Cronus. Now to Lexi and one of ancient Greece's rivals, Rome.
Time travel.
Thank you, Avery. Hello, everyone. Welcome to ancient Rome. I've just landed in the Colosseum, one of Rome's greatest buildings. Many forms of recreation take place right here, with such events as gladiator fights, reenactments of naval battles, chariot races, and wild animal hunts. The fighters were slaves, prisoners, or volunteers. The Colosseum could hold over 50,000 spectators. Just imagine being a spectator during a brutal gladiator competition. The Romans fought believing that the gods had already chosen the outcome of the fight. During the fight, trapdoors would open, unleashing a wild animal from under the ground. Violence was a big part of the Roman ways. Even young children would practice to be good fighters, only they would use wooden swords. Rome also had a cleaner and softer side. For example, they would elevate their status by bathing daily in their elegant bathhouses. Also, Rome was very artistic. They would create mosaics and murals. In Rome's artwork, you were able to see the influence from such places as Greece, Egypt, and Africa. Thank you. Now, we'll cut to a commercial break.
Babysitting, but sometimes I just feel like I get paid too much money. I think that I should get paid something useful, like gum.
Thank you so much for babysitting my children. Here's your paycheck.
Chocolate layers? Why? I love this gum. It makes my calories go down, but my energy go up. It's like a full course meal in one.
Mommy, Bunny's
Oh, it's okay, honey. Mommy will sew it.
I love this, and with a full 3-course meal, it doesn't make me turn to a giant blueberry. I love it.
That's right.
Time travel.
It's Alex Young reporting to you from the Middle Ages. Rome has fallen. No one ever saw that coming. Now people have resorted to the feudal system. This was important to the Christian religion because it gave power to nobles and popes. In fact, nearly all of their art was Christian-themed. In their churches, they would have stained glass windows to make their cathedral the most beautiful. They would use the windows' artwork to help teach about God and his stories, considering most people could not read. Christianity was extremely important to the people of Middle Ages. For entertainment, they would hold feasts, banquets, jousts, plays, fairs, games, sports, and games that included animals. Thankfully, our entertainment is safer than jousting. Could you imagine being the knight on that horse? Now, back to you, Laura.
The art of smaller in-home shrines was created for Hinduism. The shrines were dedicated to a smaller deity who was worshipped by the people living in the house. The shrine was decorated with pictures of the deity as well as offerings. The art of religious texts, such as the Bible, were created for teaching purposes and helped pass on religion so it wasn't lost. Also, in Christianity, paintings, pictures, and stained glass were used to express how faithful people were to the religion.
Back to today.
Thank you for joining us in our special Via Time Travel Around the World in 10 Minutes.
This has been AOL News, all your news 24/7.
Join us next week for Gorillas Eating iPhones. Thank you and have a great day.
I found a way to be everything I've dreamed of.
Via Time Travel today.
Breaking news.
I didn't know what to say. So I'm like, good morning.
And good night. I am in the Neolithic.
Is that a bobcat? They would use Windows artwork. I messed up. Christianity was extremely important. Duh. Time travel to 7. Stop laughing.
Hey.
Fights. Reenactments of naming battle. I'm sorry.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
This now over to Laura in China. There's like a typo. Although some people did try to get into them, and some did manage to. Once they were in, they would try to steal things that the kings, the kings had.
What did you just say?
Wait, is it still going?
Yeah.
Okay, the camera's on?
Yeah.
Okay.